I just decided to do a third video. Now this one is not really about anything. At least not anything that was recorded in the other two videos I posted. Rather, I like my first video, which has to do with my saving the Beal grub, which was not actually recorded this spring. It was recorded back summer. And the other video, which would be an introduction to Marley. As you can see, he's just sitting right there. I think he's tired. But this one is a little bit about myself, actually. Now, I'm not going to be showing my face in my video due to, let's just say, Dad is a little concerned about my privacy. And before you ask, I'm not going to defy him. So yeah. So this video is, specifically about some, let's just say they have to do with limerences. Now, before you get confused on what the heck is a limerence, it's a more scientific term for a crush on someone, if you know what I mean, right? So, little background. Well, this stuff has been happening since I've been in 3rd grade. And they've all been happening at one school. Strangely enough. You're probably just gonna yell at me just to get on with the video. So here I go. So around the time I was in 3rd grade, this was not only the first time. Obviously I was in 3rd grade, which is also the first time I was in the school I'm still going to. It was also the first time I ever had a limerence on anybody. Now, just for out of curiosity, I'm just going to say her name is Cassidy. She was a, average girl. She was a little bit shorter than me and had, not to give out any private information, but she had a little bit of black hair. She was about just as old. And I had a really big crush on her. Not saying, you know what, that didn't make any sense. No, of course she never knew of this, but she probably knew something was suspicious. And I did not hesitate to actually hang out with her. Had, zero hesitation. Now that was just a short story. Here comes the long one. So in 4th grade, it was, I was still in the rap class I go to. I mean, sure, I've congratulated her from the rap program already, but I still go to the rap class a little bit. Anyways, moving on. So, back in September of 22nd, I was a teacher known as Miss Sandberg ended up letting me know that I was actually in her classroom. Now, I was actually very confused at this point, as I did not know why I was in her classroom. I mean, she didn't just randomly pick, which, at least that's what I'm assuming. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to be done walking around the house. I'm just going to sit down. So, yeah. This also proved to be the first time that I met someone else who had a crush, who had a limerence on, and I still do have a limerence on that person. Her name was Hannah. She was about 5 months older than me. Well, I wouldn't say exactly 5 months, more like I'm assuming 4 months and 13. No wait, not. I'm assuming 4 months and 19 days. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Now, she had blonde hair and she was about just as tall as me. And back when I first known her and she first known me, things started to get a little bit out of hand at this point. I mean, sure, at that point she never knew my limerence towards her, but she acted in such a way that she probably had a limerence on me as well. least that's the way she acted. Well, you what, never mind. So yeah. So there are a few points but unlike my limerence on Cassidy, I have really hesitated to hang out with Hannah, and I didn't bother asking her. Because, let's just say I was too nervous. Now, this limerence on her went unnoticed by her for at least 2 years before she ever knew anything. Pretty surprising, huh? Because I was just too nervous to tell her. Well, in 6th grade, I'm still in 6th grade, I told her that I liked her. Okay, fun fact, I wasn't actually the one telling her, rather I got my best friend at school, Michael, to tell her, and it went really well. And she was kind of shocked. Now, in 6th grade, I've had some, let's just say, some really embarrassing moments involving her. Like at one point, back October or November, I'm not sure which one it was. So I was explaining to one of her friends that I liked her, but problem is, Hannah was saying diagonal for me. So when I tried to explain it, she tried to take a peek of what I was saying. So I paused, waiting for her to lose interest and talk with her friend, talk with the person sitting across from her. I tried to do the same thing a second time. Same thing happened. Now this happened for about 2 more times before I decided to give up. Because I didn't want her knowing at the time. And in January, 1 month after I told her, well, she was sitting next to the same person I was talking to back in the autumn, and well, and meanwhile, while I was talking to Michael, her friend, who was named Madison, well, ended up pointing out to Hannah that I actually liked her. Now the two were Now, Madison and Hannah proceeded to laugh it off, but I was actually mortified at this point. Not only was I distracted, but I was caught off guard, which meant that I did not see it coming. So, well, that was actually really embarrassing. But this part goes a little downhill when she proceeds to ask me if I liked her, why didn't I tell her? That's what she asked me. I didn't end up giving the reply that she wanted because I was too nervous. At least to answer her, I meant. I probably forgot to mention 5th grade, which I forgot to mention 5 minutes ago? Well, yeah. So, well, in 5th grade, she still did not know that I liked her, but she had that demeanor that she had back in 4th grade. And I think her demeanor towards me raised quite a bit. So at a few points in 5th grade, the first time, I was talking with Michael. I was just, at the field that's next to the blacktop, which is obviously next to one of the entrances into the school. Well, there were 2 baseball fences, one on the lower left and one in the upper right. We were at the one on the right. So I was just minding my own business and talking with Michael, just walking down the trail. Nothing unusual. But as I began leaving the fence, I noticed that Hannah was actually walking towards me. So I ended up quickening my pace, but I didn't quicken my pace fast enough for me to straight out run, so she caught up. And then, well, this is the first time she asked me this. She asked me if I wanted to hang out with her. I was obviously very nervous at this point, so I replied with, I don't know. This actually happened the second time, but there's a little difference compared to the one with the upper right fence. Number one, I was actually at the left fence, and number two, before she caught up, she actually exclaimed that me and Michael were her favorite people. Now, not only did this make me nervous, but this also made me highly uncomfortable around her. It's not that I rejected her feelings or anything, I was just too nervous. But here's where the strange part comes in. Now, at the time I was in 5th grade, well, I was still well, quote unquote, limerencing on her. I met a kindergartner who recently came to Edgerton, not that long ago. It was about last spring. And well, like 1 or 2 weeks into knowing her, she told me something. She told me that she liked her more than her entire family, which explained that she had a limerence on me. A very perverted limerence, I should say. Yeah. I mean, she acted she acted a little bit on the off side, which meant what I mean by that is that she acted in such a way that I just could not accept it. Anyways, so at one point she was humming the song and she wanted me to hum along with her. And she proceeded to say that if I didn't, she would, let's just say she would threaten to kiss me for the entire bus ride. Now, of course, this sounds extremely messed up, and even Michael agrees with me. But just to avoid that, I ended up humming that song she was singing. I'm not sure what. Yeah, I know. Very perverted, right? Yeah. But a month later, she ended up leaving the school because she's moving to a different one. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to end the video here, so, bye-bye.